So what I got right here is the Data S, and I first saw this at a trade show at an expo in Geneva, and I gotta tell you, this sucker is the prettiest machine that I have seen besides maybe the San Remo U. Now that machine is also beautiful, but what surprised me is that this kind of came out of left field. This is a Chinese manufacturer, Chinese designed, Chinese manufactured, and yeah, I got one. So I thought it would be fun to share it. I might look like an idiot in this video because I really don't know how to set up the machine yet. I haven't read any directions or anything. So let's just get it unboxed, and then I'll see about, you know, filling up with water and seeing how intuitive it is just to kind of get it commissioned. First, let's look at the box real quick. It actually came in a wooden housing, pretty nuts, like a crate. I took the crate off. But what we got here otherwise is a cardboard box. And what's interesting, if you can see here, is that it's got different colors. First of all, I ordered the white model. They also have black, gray, and pink, so that's kind of cool. And they put your name on here too in Chinese letters, apparently. That's kind of neat. Nice personal touch. And bright, whatever bright means, we will see. Look at the other side. Okay, rest is pretty much standard. So let's just go ahead and open this sucker up. I hope I can do it without dropping this guy. This is humongous. Okay, we got that part off. Very nice. A big box with a lot of padding. More padding. I'm working in kind of a tight space here, but yeah, we're getting there now. Look at that. Now I just have to remove this bag. It's branded, by the way. White text on a black background, Wendougee. And apparently that means, I think, the season for warm beans in Chinese, Wendougee. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, that sucker's heavy. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me. I'm looking like a wussy here. That is one heavy machine, son of a gun. All right, so here we go. Now, ready for the big reveal. Oh yeah, oh, very nice. Yeah, that is nice looking machine. Gonna put that bag down there for a second and remove the plastic. Now towards the end of the video I'll also talk about the ordering process and how that is, because it is a little difficult. I guess I gotta be smarter than the bag. There we go. Huh. Almost got it. Okay. Boy, that really is a heavy machine. That is not one that I'm going to want to be lifting from downstairs to upstairs because I'm in the basement right now. That's where my studio's at. And upstairs is the kitchen. So this is the water tank cover, by the way, and this guy is already really heavy. It's like 2mm thick metal, and it's got some kind of a black rubber gasket on there as well. I'm just going to go ahead and peel that protective covering off right away. Got a nice handle on there too, like that. And I'll show you what the water container looks like. It's just a little guy. It's a really, really small water container. I would have expected something bigger. What is good anyhow is that it's got a float on there, so it's got a sensor to know when it's about to run out of water. So I expect that, but it's nice to see. I got some more protective film here on the top to remove, but you guys can't see that. So let's just keep going here in the front. Remove this styrofoam here off of this faucet. So we've got a nice little faucet here for hot water. And here's the steam wand right there. So expose that guy, and looks like it's got 4 holes on that steam wand. And it's got pretty cool little toggle switches here. You can see that. So you toggle this guy for hot water, toggle this guy for steam. And I find that myself super duper ergonomic. You don't have to twist anything, just and good to go. So that's pretty neat. And I guess what first drew me to this machine that I thought was really, really just pretty were 2 things. One is the body, how it's designed. If you take a look like this, the slant on the body, just how this casing is designed is super pretty in my opinion. And oh my goodness, I really enjoy these wooden accents on there too. The wooden accents are beautiful. And on the black model, actually the wooden accents I think look even better because this brew group here, saturated brew group as I understand, and I think actually the boiler's inside there, that has, it's bronzed, and that looks really, really nice with these wooden accented knobs. But anyway, this is also very pretty in white. This right here is what the drip tray looks like, and it looks to have quite a bit of capacity there. It's not going to even need all that much capacity because dual boilers, since they have 2 dedicated circuits for heat, you know, they don't have to cool anything down, heat back up, and cool back down again. So therefore, there's really no flushing involved with that, and therefore, I don't expect this to fill up very quickly at all. So what else are we looking at here? I might just peel this stuff off a little bit later. Let's have a closer look. So we got this guy hanging here. Remove that. So probably the black color of this machine is already well known, but I wonder, what do you think about this white model? It's kind of like almost a creamy white. I think it looks really good. And yeah, very nice. I'll put this back inside for now. Huh. I'm looking for the plug and I don't see the plug yet. This tag, by the way, has got some information on there. It's probably a manufacturing date or something like that. Some Chinese characters. Anyway, well, I am gonna look in the packaging and hopefully I find some more stuff because right now I can't plug it in just yet. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, there's more. there's more in the box. Come on out of there. What the heck? Give me 1 second, I gotta open the top of the box. Alrighty, here we go. We got accessory. Let's see what's inside the accessory box. Oh, all kinds of stuff. All right, so we got this nice 58 millimeter portafilter. Now I'm also of the camp, I prefer something smaller, like 53, 54. I used to actually work at a cafe where we used 53 millimeter portafilters, and that's kind of what I prefer. But anyhow, 58, everybody loves it. We've got some baskets in here, so I'm gonna plop a 2-shot basket in there right away. Looks like a pretty nice basket there. Let's put this guy in there. Okay. Got a tablet holder. Now, of course, I don't have any app set up at this point. I'll have to come back to that. Comes with a Wendougee branded basket. I think this might be a triple. And it comes with a blind basket as well. Comes with 2 extra fuses and an extra foot, as it looks like. And some marketing stuff. So some pins that you can put in there. I believe they're pins or they're magnets, one of the two. Yep, look at that. I love data and E-bar, whatever that means. So I'll come back to that a little bit later. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a short break here and say thank you guys for being with me for opening this guy up. It's fun to share the experience, and I do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, give the video a like, and yeah, let me know where you're watching from. That's always interesting. And I'm going to have to take off my hoodie. It's getting too dang hot in here. Alright, somebody had mentioned that the plug is actually underneath the machine. I'm going to take a look underneath. Oh yeah, there it is. Good call on that one, thank you. Alright. So, as I understand, you can order this Data S for every market now. For Europe, which uses 50 hertz and 220 volts, or also for the US, which uses 60 hertz and 120 volts. Actually, United States is pretty much the exception to the rule. Almost every other country in the world uses a higher voltage, like 220. And most countries use 50 hertz. So I'm gonna plug this in a minute, but first I want to give this this baby water reservoir a quick rinse. Then I'm gonna fill up with water, and at that point we can go ahead and turn the machine on. Alrighty, here we go. So I got some Volvic water here. I think this is French water. It's pretty good. Pretty good composition for using for espresso. This is 1 liter, so let's just see how much we can fit in the tank. All right, a bit more than 1. Probably 1.5 liters. Okay. Put this heavy duty cover on top. And now I guess we're just about ready to turn this sucker on. Anybody know how to do that? So, is there any obvious power button on here? This is the button to engage an extraction, I know that. And you can also save whatever profile you want to this paddle. But, let's see, where is the power button? My wife is gonna love this. She always enjoys when she doesn't know how to turn on the appliance. What the heck? Oh, did I find it? I think I found a switch. Nope, I gotta plug it in first. So, I will say this too. This cable has got some girth on it. I mean, that sucker. That is really, really thick cable. Let's see how thick that sucker is. It's a 10 millimeter cable right there. All right, let's hope that the light stays on. Alrighty, you can hear it filling up the boilers right now. And you'll hear that it does not sound like the Meraki espresso machine, which uses a rotary pump. I thought this also had a rotary pump in it, but in fact, this guy has a gear pump. I read that somewhere online, and that's true. It's a different kind of pump. This one is supposed to be able to handle flow actually better than a rotary pump, so that's quite interesting. All right, I guess it's done. What I'm kind of missing is any kind of indicator lights, and there's no screen obviously on it. That's one thing aesthetically that I like about it, that there's no screen until you put a Padlet up there, a tablet I mean. But okay, here this light is white. I don't know, I'm just gonna try to engage something one time. It's a cool sound. Maybe I filled the steam boiler first, and perhaps it's now filling the brew boiler. Oh, there it comes. Nice. They had a nice shower screen distribution on there too. Came out really nice and evenly. So that's good. Let's see. Okay, that's not ready yet. This isn't going to be ready yet either. It's going to take a few minutes, I'm sure, to warm up. But we've got it already somewhat commissioned, so that's pretty cool. Just got to remove the rest of the stuff off of the stainless steel. Now, one of the advantages of this machine is that it's actually built with really high quality materials. I did see some stuff in videos of what's all in here, from the stainless steel of the body to the, I believe both of the boilers inside are stainless. It uses also for the electronics inside, nice high quality parts. So I'm going to be doing a breakdown of all of that stuff some point soon. It's surprising to me how quiet the machine is. I don't actually hear it. Heating up right now, but I'm guessing it's going to start soon if it hasn't already. Now, while we're waiting for it to warm up, I will tell the story of how I got this. So I was at the trade show in Geneva, and I talked to one of the workers at Wendougee, and I said, wow, that is a beautiful machine. And he gave me a tour of the machine, showed me this machine, a cheaper one that they have, and then also the Milo 2, their grinder. And I really just thought this is a handsome machine. It's got a lot of capabilities too with the app, so you can do flow profiling, pressure profiling, all that stuff with it, which is really cool. This is, by the way, looks like a polished stainless piece here. So on the side that you look at, it's polished. On the back side, seems to be brushed. But anyway, so I said, oh, that's an interesting machine. I'd like to get one at some point. And so we had kind of a back and forth discourse. I wasn't sure that I wanted to go ahead and buy it outright because it is quite expensive. So I only had to pay for shipping and for import fees. Still quite a bit of money. But what I will say is that the ordering process directly through Wendougee is not easy at all. You have to contact them to get an invoice. Then you have to pay the invoice. You'll have to go to your bank in order to do that. And then to carry out an international transfer. At least I had to. Couldn't do it online. Now I know that Joe over there at Espresso Outlet also sells the Data S. And that should be much more easy because as far as I know, he's already got stock and you can just buy it from his store. So that should be much more streamlined. Anyway, I wonder if anything is heating up because I don't hear the boilers, and that's a little unusual. Also, we got a manometer right here, and it's still reading 0. So this is a manometer that goes up to 4 bar. So I'm thinking that's for the steam boiler, and I would expect that to go up, and it has not risen yet. So I may have to just break down and read the directions. Oh man, what is that? Oh, fancy. We got a wooden collar here. So this wooden collar goes here. Like that, I think. I got it on there right? I think it's on right. Very pretty. Would be nice. Okay, here's a user guide that it comes with too. A quick start guide. Oh no, don't tell me I gotta download the app. Looks like I might have to download the app to go further. Our app. Search for Wendougee E-bar. So this part I was expecting to be a little bit easier. E-bar. But I wanted to share the experience anyway with you guys. to see how to get this guy started up. Okay, I found the app, very nice. Install, scan. Let's see, fill the water tank, connect the power cord, turn on the machine, did all that. Add device, okay, so you do have to in fact add the device. Manually fill the coffee boiler, click the M manual button on the home page. Interesting. Alright, so I have to add the device and I gotta do the QR code. Is this a QR code maybe? Add device, blah, blah, blah. Device number or QR code on the tablet stand. I don't see a QR code here on the tablet stand. But here it is. So somebody asks if you can make coffee without a network, and I'm pretty sure you can. This is just going to connect with the Bluetooth. So, okay, this number here. Please enter device number. Okay, got it. Add device. So it's adding the device. I'm sweating a little bit here. Looking like an idiot. All right, I'm gonna click on it and it says lack of water. Okay, so now what do I have to do? I'm just gonna have to read the directions. I know it's boring, guys. Manually fill the coffee boiler. Repeatedly click the M button. It says repeatedly click the M button on the home page until water flows from the brew head. So, device not connected, connect. It's connecting. Okay. Lack of water. Keeps telling me lack of water. Now how do I get to the main page? It's showing me a page with a graph, and I do not see that on here. So it's going to take me a little time. I know this part of the video is boring, but what are you going to do? Hide menu, show menu. Let's see, temperature. Bluetooth scale, I don't want that just yet. It's looking for curves. I don't want a curve. I just want to get this thing started up. So, I hate to say it so far, not that intuitive. Maybe I'm required actually to do this with an iPad instead of with an iPhone. So, it could be that since I'm using an iPhone with this app that it doesn't show everything. It keeps telling me the lack of water, so it's connected, it's showing me some stuff, but I wonder if I can just force it like so to fill. But as soon as I click on it, the lack of water comes up. Maybe it already ran through a bunch of water. That could be. That's looks to be the case. I thought it was saying lack of water in the boiler, but that's the issue. Okay. Automatic cleaning, I don't need that just yet. Temperature. Ah, okay. I finally found it. Now that I've filled up the tank enough with water, and I've primed the circuit, now I can finally turn this on. So they're both turned off on default. I'm going to turn on the steam and turn on the boiler heating. So they're at, looks like about ambient temperature right now, 20 degrees Celsius. And I would suspect we should start to hear something heating up. Oh, okay. That's interesting. The set point temperature actually right here for the steam, the default is 20 degrees for the set point, which is weird. You actually need like 135 or so. And for the boiler, I'm going to put that at 93. So now it should start heating. And I'm going to see if I can find a plug for the strip tray. So it does also come with this, by the way, which is pretty neat. This is an Espresso group head cleaning kit. I've already got one of these, but it's nice that they included. It's branded Wendougee. I know this under a different name, but I guess the patent ran out. Okay. And it is starting to heat up. I can't hear it, but I can see it right here on the app. I'm at 42 degrees on the steam boiler and 41, 43 on the brew boiler. So that's good, making some progress. Yeah, I did think to look into the accessories box and see what we got. So besides the 2 fuses that are in there, we also have a plug. So I'm guessing that's going to fit right in there, and it does. So now if I wasn't doing this as a live video, I would have taken each part out individually and probably looked at it before going into this so rushed. But okay, what are you going to do? What are the next steps? Okay, I activated the boiler heating, and the next step is to test the machine. And then I suppose we could just use it. So that's yeah, that's about it. I would screw around with the app later and try to figure that out another time. But okay, this is not warmed up yet. I'm just gonna have to give it a little bit of time. In the meantime, what I could also introduce is a new, I can hear it heating up now. I can introduce a new grinder. This is not on the market yet, but I have been using it for a couple weeks. It works real good, actually. Just a little grinder. I think it's called the GF64, 64 millimeter flat burrs in there, and it's got right here a nice portafilter holder to put the portafilter. There's a button to engage when you're going to grind. You can choose between 1 cup or 2 cup grind time settings, or also manual. And what I really like about this grinder, it's giving me nice grinds, consistent. I've gotten nice looking shots coming out, tasty shots, and it holds the portafilter excellently. Really, really easy. So we're going to use this guy with some decaf coffee because it's already quite late once I'm heated up here. I got a visitor. What's up, cutie pie? I thought I was going to be done by now, but I made some mistakes. Okay. Yeah, probably like 15 more minutes. Okay. All right? Mm-hmm. Now it's really heating up. It's not warm to the touch yet, but I can hear it anyhow. Yeah, it does need a lot of water at first. That is true. I should have considered that. It's only about 1.5 liters that fits in the water reservoir, so. Anyway. I do have a couple of espresso cups here. Once we're warmed up. I do have a distributor and a tamper. So we'll be able to give this guy a shot here in just a minute. See if any steam is coming out yet. Probably not. Nope. We're also not up to steam pressure yet, but I would have guessed in just a minute or two we'll be there. So yeah, all this talking is making me thirsty. So somebody had written they want a machine that doesn't have Wi-Fi on it or doesn't require Wi-Fi. I think that's just for the initial setup. If you leave your steam temperature and your brew temperature at one set temperature and assign a curve to this paddle, then you don't need the iPad anymore. And I do think that's probably how I'm going to run it. I'll experiment with it a bit, and I'm going to try out some different profiles. I'm going to look on the app into some of those profiles that people have put up there. But after I find one that I like, I'll probably use it just on its own because I think it looks way better like this than with this guy up on there. I mean, that just ruins the whole aesthetic, really. But we're almost up to temperature. Right now we are at 93 on the steam, no, 100. We're at 94 on the brew boiler, and we're at the same temperature on the steam boiler. So the steam boiler is going to need a little bit more time, but we're getting there. The Rocket 58. The WPM Primus. I'm gonna take time later and read through all the comments. Unfortunately, I can't read through all of them right now, but I do appreciate you guys writing comments. I like to read them all. So, give me 1 second. Alrighty. So I'm gonna warm up my espresso cup anyway. Still, I think the brew group needs a little time to warm up yet. I do like engaging the shot through this paddle. That's quite fun. But yeah, this does take some time to get warmed up, it seems. Longer than I was expecting, certainly much longer than the dual boiler from Sage Breville. That gets up to temperature in about 5 minutes. This is longer. I would guess it's been 10 minutes already. Just about. So I hope that it's got a timer on here so you can set it to warm up early in the morning before you get up. Sounds cool though. Is the boiler too big for home use is the question. I mean, I don't think so. What I do think is pretty crazy is just how heavy this guy is. It's going to be quite difficult to move this guy around to clean underneath. Or for me to get this guy, as I mentioned, upstairs into the kitchen. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Here's something kind of cool. Look at that. It's got a sleep screen on there for the app. It's kind of neat. I think I can hear the steam boiler now. It's starting to get a little pressure inside. I don't think the machine is thoroughly heated up, but I'm getting a little impatient. So I'm gonna just try a shot once, just to see what it looks like. So here we go. $14 grams, not enough. $16.8. 18.1, that should be a good starting point. Let's just have a look and see. No idea how this is going to come out. Don't even know if this thing is going to let me pull a shot as long as I want. But let's take a look. Oh, that is interesting. You could hear from the gear pump that it went to town right away. It went and it slowed back down. So I think it fills up that puck cavity in between the top of the puck and the shower screen first. And then it slows down a bit. That's interesting. Anyhow, just based on the color of that coffee, it does not look like it's heated up well enough yet. Actually, it's not cold. It's pretty hot actually, but I think it still needs a few minutes. Interesting. I'm gonna dump this out. I'm gonna try another one and see what it looks like. Oh, might just also open the grind up just a tad there. And I'm gonna choose the 2 cup, 11 seconds, see how that works out. There we go. As you see, this grinder really holds the portafilter nicely. 18 grams, good. Do we have steam pressure yet? Yeah, it looks like it. Let's see. Oh yeah. There we go. That's going to town. And I guess in that case we also have hot water here. Yep. Good. All right. Well, the machine anyway is more or less commissioned. That's good. I'm gonna try number 2 here, see what it looks like. I really don't know what to expect, but if it looks decent, I'm gonna take a video and show you. Let's see. It's funny how it stops like that, 36 grams. It stopped on its own twice already at 36 grams. I think it might be programmed. As I understand, these gear pumps, and maybe with feedback inside the machine, they actually do know how much water they're using or how much is getting extracted, unlike machines that use other kind of pumps like a vibratory pump and just a water counter. Getting better. It's definitely much smoother than the first one. It's interesting how the shot starts though, because the shot, it fills up the basket super quick. Let me see if I can show you. Go. Okay, so interesting. Now somebody said in the comments they wanted me to try to steam some milk and see what that looks like. As far as pulling espresso goes, I just kind of wanted to get a commission today. I only have decaf. I do have some other nicer beans that are fresher than the decaf. The decaf is Lavazza, and it's already been open for a little while, so don't expect the most beautiful shots from that footage. But it's, as I mentioned, we're live now, and I'm not going to be drinking caffeinated shots this late in the evening. So what I am going to do though is dump this guy in here, and we are going to try to steam some milk and just see what that looks like. I have the fear it's going to be too powerful for me because I'm not good at steaming milk on really powerful machines. Let's see. I mean, that is powerful. Smokers. I will take a video of my attempt anyway. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that sucker's powerful. Dang. So, actually, the milk steamed really good. The milk steamed really well. I'm surprised about that. considering just how it's hard to wield that much power. I mean, it looks alright. Not bad for a first attempt. So I'll show you. Take a video of my attempt anyway. Yeah, that sucker's powerful. Dang. So, actually, the milk steamed really good. The milk steamed really well. I'm surprised about that, considering just how it's hard to wield that much power. I mean, it looks alright. Not bad for a first attempt. Alrighty, so I hope you guys could see that what I showed in the video. Actually, the steaming was pretty good. I am very surprised about that because I've tried other machines before, dual boilers that have a ton of power, and it is very difficult to wield that much power. I usually either get super hot thin milk or I get way over frothed milk. And this time, worked out alright. Very nice texture. That's really good. So, gosh, I got stuff everywhere now. Clean up a little bit here. And let's just draw a facet and talk a little bit about what we did today, and then I'll end the video. This guy up here somewhere. Alright, so the Wendougee Data S. Got it set up. It took me over an hour and 8 minutes. But that's with being a little bit rushed and not having peered through the directions first, not having downloaded the app first, not realizing the fact that I got to plug this guy here. So let that be a lesson to you guys. Don't be silly like me. Be smarter than I am. What's neat is that it's got some magnets here. I can feel it snap into place when I put this in, and that is satisfying. That's nice. Steam power, very good, and I was able to wield it, at least on the first attempt, so that was good. It seemed to have pulled a shot twice at 36 grams, which I'm surprised about, but I'm guessing that has to do with the gear pump, so that's nice. I really do like these toggle switches here. That's super cool. The sound of the pump is super duper neat. And yeah, now this is all hot too. So I'm gonna enjoy testing this machine for sure. And what I will say right away, that's a little bit too bad, but it's just the nature of physics, I guess, is how long it takes to heat up. And with that being said, there are two versions of this machine. There is a lower power version, I think 2200 watts, and there's a 2800 watt version, if I remember right. I took the lower watted version. The higher watted version is going to be faster to heat up. So this does take a good 10, I would say 15 minutes you ought to wait before starting to use the machine. Just how it goes. Might be faster though if you don't need steam. If you just turn that guy off, you probably save yourself a good amount of time. The other thing is, it's so heavy, so I'm not so sure how easy it's going to be for me to carry this around. And the issue I have with that is not just that it makes me feel, weak, but I don't want to drop something this expensive. So the heavier something is, the more unwieldy it is a little unfortunate, but I should be able to, at least grip here. This is some thick metal here. I'm guessing that's a good 3 millimeters thick, 4 millimeters. So I should be able to at least get my mitts on it pretty well. Let's see. So the side panels are 2 millimeters. And the casing is over 5 millimeters thick. That's really, really thick casing, son of a gun. So at least that part is good. It's got a lip on there that I can, oh my gosh, that's heavy though. Yeah. All right, guys, I suppose I'm going to end the video there. Again, if you've stuck around this long, I do appreciate you doing that. Thank you for being with me to open up this guy, to commission it, and to get a first impression. And if you made it this far, also please do give the video a like. That does help it later to reach a few more people. Anyway, guys, till next time, I say happy coffee drinking, happy espresso drinking. Bye now.